Hey there, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's talk about that last game of the season against the Broncos. I know 38-0 isn't exactly the scoreline we want to remember, but let's keep it real. It didn't matter much for us. The Chiefs were locked into the number 1 seed already, so the goal was simple: keep everyone healthy and give Carson Wentz some live reps. What did you think of the strategy? Would you have preferred a more aggressive approach? Or do you agree that playing it safe was the right move? Let me know in the comments. And while the score wasn't pretty, it's important to remember this: we've got bigger fish to fry in the playoffs. So brush this one off, because the real action is just around the corner. Speaking of that, how about we dive into what the AFC playoff picture looks like? Alright, Chiefs fans, let's take a closer look at the final AFC playoff standings. Spoiler alert, we're sitting pretty at the top with a 15-2 record. That's right, the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC runs through Kansas City. Unfortunately for Bengals and Dolphins fans, their seasons ended here, with Cincinnati at 9-8 and Miami at 8-9. Here's a fun question for you. Which of these playoff teams do you think is the biggest threat to the Chiefs? Is it Josh Allen and the Bills, Lamar Jackson's Ravens, or maybe even a division rival like the Chargers? Drop your answer below. Now that the standings are set, it's time to dive into the wild card matchups. Who plays who? And what does it mean for the Chiefs? Let's break it down. So here's where it gets interesting. Wild card weekend, the matchups are locked in. And while we get to kick back and enjoy the show from the comfort of Arrowhead, there's plenty to talk about. Here's the lineup. Buffalo Bills 2 versus Denver Broncos, 7 Baltimore Ravens, 3 versus Pittsburgh Steelers, 6 Houston Texans, 4 versus Los Angeles Chargers, 5 as the top seed. The Chiefs get a well-earned first-round bye. But don't think for a second that means we're taking it easy. The NFL's reseeding format ensures that the highest seed always faces the lowest remaining wild card winner in the divisional round. So, who do you think will face? Denver, Houston, or maybe the Chargers? Cast your vote in the comments below. Remember, the Chiefs have been here before. In fact, back in 2020, we came off a similar bye week and handled business against the Browns before marching to the Super Bowl. History shows this team knows how to stay sharp. Up next, let's talk about how we are preparing for this playoff run and the lessons we've learned from the past. Alright, Chiefs fans, let's take a trip down memory lane for a second. Remember 2020? We had a first round bye then too, and some folks doubted whether we could keep the momentum after 3 weeks off. What happened? We came out swinging, beat the Browns in the divisional round, and ended up in the Super Bowl. Fast forward to now, and it's the same story. Only this time, we are stronger. We've found our rhythm with dominant wins over Houston and Pittsburgh late in the season. And let's be honest, Coach REID knows how to prepare a team for this stage. Here's a question for you. What's your confidence level for this playoff run? Are you feeling 100%? Or do you have any concerns? Let's talk about it in the comments. Coming up next, let's look at the road ahead and what it'll take to make history. This is it. Chiefs Kingdom. The path to the Super Bowl is clear, but it won't be easy. Hosting a 6th AFC championship in 7 years is within reach, and one more victory at Arrowhead could send us back to the big stage. Who do you think will give us the toughest fight? And what's your prediction for the final score when we take the field in the divisional round? Let's hear it in the comments. Stick around, because this journey He is just beginning. The Chiefs are ready. Are you? Let's make history together.